Guys, listen here. If you a man's man, if you alpha, if you masculine, whatever you want to call it, sigma, all these other words y'all be coming up with, if you man's man, you gonna always get this question, especially if you're on a date. You're gonna get a broad asking you like, are you always this quiet? Or are you always this serious? You know what they asking me that? Because she can't figure you out. She trying to get you, insecure. Like she trying to make you question yourself because you ain't talking a thousand words per hour. You ain't standing up on elephants. Trying to juggle oranges and all this, trying to entertain her. That's why she asked you that question, man. Because she wants you to switch up. You feel me? She wants you to entertain her, man. Man, we ain't with none of that, man. If she want entertainment, she could take her behind to the circus or the movie theater. Because up here, man, we ain't doing none of that, man. Your role is not to entertain a woman, man. If y'all can't sit and have an adult conversation without you being a goofball, trying to make her laugh, remember here, you ain't Kevin Hart, man. So why are you trying to make her laugh? This ain't stand-up comedy. What are you, Dave Chappelle? Next thing you know, if you on a date, y'all listening to some of these dating coaches telling you like, oh, you gotta make her laugh, or y'all watching videos of some broads saying that. Yeah, watching videos of broads saying, when somebody asks them like, what do you like in a dude? Oh, I want somebody who makes me laugh, somebody who can make me, have a good time. Man, you ain't gotta be a goofball to give a broad a good time. All right. All you gotta do, all you gotta do is just be masculine, be a man's man, have an adult conversation, and that's it. They do not get wet from comedians. Forget what you heard. If you try to be a goofball, they do not get wet from comedians, man. Forget what you see with Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle. So whenever you get that question, do not be thinking to yourself like, "Oh man, maybe I gotta try to entertain her. I gotta stand up. Do some cat wheels and all that." Man, we ain't with none of that. If you want to get bored, let her get bored. On to the next one. We got mad broads out here. They ready to slide in, join our team. So we ain't with none of them games, none of them goofing around. Stop that. All right, because in this day and age you're gonna get that a lot, especially if you one of them type of dudes. You always serious. You didn't grow up in a house full of females, so you know how to be a man. You know how to keep that masculine frame. You always gonna get that. It's a test, and the only way you're gonna pass it is if you don't switch up. When you want to date, all you gotta do is just be cool, laid back, calm, and collected. You ask a question, she asks you a question. You ask a question back. A lot of y'all be sitting up on the table like deal right here. It's like you so eager, to entertain her or to hear what she gotta say. Man, lean back. All right. All you gotta do is lean back and let it happen. Do not try to be her entertainer. Forget what you heard. Forget the movies, Dawson Creek, all this other stuff y'all be watching. We live in reality. In reality, remember this, they do not get wet from comedians. You better off being masculine, being a man's man, and she ain't gonna test you. Every time you test, she testing, and you wonder why that's happening. It's because you're trying to be her entertainer. You damn near acting like a brother or something. She don't need another brother. What she need is somebody to lay down the pop and dip out. That's what she need. You gotta keep it real with yourself.